Well, the news is in. The Audi R8, Audi has officially confirmed it is being electrified completely. So they have confirmed there will be another generation model of the Audi R8, but it is definitely true and finally confirmed it will be fully electric, and the internal combustion engine is basically completely gone. So if we look at this here, again, Audi confirms the successor, it will be totally electric. And basically, Linda Kurz, Audi Sports and head of product marketing, confirmed that it will not feature an internal combustion engine and that it will be the next challenge that they'll work on to transform the R segment, and the R segment is going to be fully electric. And this is going to be their next job for the decade, and this is where they're going. And we are not surprised. I am not surprised. I've already made a video on this. You guys know I've had the Audi R8 for 3.5 years at this point now. Love the car, but we could see it from just what the entire industry is doing. Everyone's transitioning over to electric vehicles. This transition is probably happening a lot faster thanks to Tesla and some other players in the market that have gone ahead and really accelerated the creation of these electric cars, and the demand in the market is there. As these electric cars continue to be produced, more of them are going to come into a lower price category and more of the market will be able to afford it. And for these manufacturers, they want to go ahead and go where the business opportunity is growing. So if that means they need to redistribute the capital and go ahead and invest in building out battery technologies and electric motor capabilities, that's what they're doing. So this is not surprising to me. It is something I did see coming. Maybe I didn't think it would happen this fast, but you know, it's here. And here's another stat that by 2026, 80% of the RS lineup will receive some sort of electrification. And that includes forthcoming purely electric RS badge models. So again, not a shock. We obviously seen this coming. Electric cars, better performance. You know, the range used to be a problem. As technology develops, and it's developing quite rapidly, year by year, we're seeing iterations and range updates. Even for Tesla, they're doing it over the air. These updates are happening over the air. You get maybe 20, 30 more kilometers per tank or per battery, and you're able to go ahead and do that just via software, over the air, live updates. It's pretty remarkable. So as battery technology continues to improve, range is not going to be a problem anymore. So you have more performance, you're going to have more range at some point, and faster charging capabilities. All of this, to me, I think by 2030, again, lots of estimates with industry insiders, but I think the majority of the new car market is going to be either fully electric or a hybrid and powered by electric to some sort of degree. But I really think the change is happening, and you know, I look at this kind of as an end of an era for the R8. The first generation obviously has my heart, you know, kind of bought into that. I thought it was just the most perfectly executed supercar by Audi, and that was their first supercar. So that was really special. And the Gen 2, while it was great and improved in a lot of different areas, it didn't quite capture my heart like the Generation 1 did. So I'm really excited to see what Audi is going to do with their Halo supercar. This is really an important car for them. It really defines their brand. Just like the first generation R8 that came out, it defined their entire design language, and it defined who they were as a manufacturer now with this Halo car. What are they going to call it in the future? Are they going to call it an R8? I don't know. Maybe they're going to call it an R9. Nobody really knows. We're kind of just guessing, but it is confirmed. Electric is here. And when it's coming down for these Audi R8s, you know it's going to be coming down for the rest of their lineup, because that technology is simply going to trickle down into the rest of the Audi lineup. So tell me what you guys think. You know, electrification, it's coming faster than any of us imagined, faster than even I imagined. And I was thinking this was going to happen pretty fast. But I'm also kind of sad, right? I think the internal combustion engine, while yes, it is the old relic and is soon to become seemingly a relic of the automotive landscape, it did bring a lot of that character, that sound, that smell, all of it together that made the supercar experience, you know, what it was, what I imagined it would be when I was a kid. But this is the new and the greatest technology that's coming out. These electric cars, the performance is ridiculous. It's crazy. You know, the Tesla Model 3 long range that I reviewed in an earlier video, and I'll link that above, could probably wipe me in a 0 to 60. Actually, most likely would wipe me in a 0 to 60. That car is really, really fast. And comparing it to, you know, an Audi R8, you'd think that it couldn't match to something like that was maybe 10, 13 years old at this point, and it absolutely matches it and outperforms it. So I'm excited. I'm excited to see what they do with it. You know, I think if you are a holder of a first generation or second generation Audi R8 with an internal combustion engine, we've seen the prices for COVID continue to climb. I made a video on that as well. You know, the supply chain constraints, what's happening in the market, the demand, all of this stuff I don't think is going to settle in the next year. But even when it does, I think these certain cars like the Audi R8, specific halo cars or supercars or niche cars that have a high demand in general, they're going to continue to rise up in value. Now this is basically confirmed. I expect the Gen 1 and Gen 2 models to retain and increase their value accordingly throughout the next couple years, you know, unless some sort of, you know, worldwide economic disaster happens. We thought that was with COVID, and obviously what happened was completely opposite to what people thought would happen. But yeah, I look at this news, I'm a little bit sad, but at the same time, I'm excited to see what they come up with. Anyway, so let me know your comments. What does this mean for Audi? What does this mean for the supercar market? What does this mean for older supercars that have internal combustion engines? Are all of them going to keep their value? I'm curious what you guys think, but it's going to be an exciting next couple of years. I hope, you know, at some point we get some leaks or something about this, but the electric car revolution is here. I know I am going to be looking for an electric car as my daily driver. So if you have any suggestions on what to get on there, I was looking at the Lexus, the new one that came out, but maybe I'll save that thought for another video. If you guys like this video, make sure you give it a like and make sure you guys subscribe to the channel. Over 30,000 subscribers. Really just want to say thank you. And again, let's see what happens next year. Lots of amazing cars coming out. Hopefully more news on the Audi R8 or R9. Let the speculation begin. I'll catch you guys in the next one.